So I hope my audio and video qualities are good. I'm Thanzeel from Unacademy. I'm an educator in Unacademy's creative corner. So let's start the class. So before I'm starting the class, I would like to like inform you about a cool new feature that has been recently introduced by the Unacademy. It is called Ask a Doubt. Here you can ask unlimited doubt using our app. So in order to ask doubt, we have to download our app and we have to click on this ask a doubt option. Then you have to upload the question and you have to select the subject that the question falls under and you have to wait. Okay, so that educator from our part will give an exact solution for the question. Okay, so you can use this feature and for both the subscribers and non-subscribers can use this feature. Okay, so try to utilize this feature. So let's dive into our class. So in today's session, I'm trying to remix the game. Okay, I'm trying to remix a game. In the previous session also, I was remixing a game. So I just created a game and I tried to remix the game. Remix is like adding new features to a game to make it to get a good game or improved game, or we can improve the quality by remixing a game. Okay, like we can add more and more features to a game so that we will get a good quality game or project. So we are going to do that. So I am using an cat and mouse game. I already made this game in previous YouTube session. So you can refer from there. Or otherwise, if you are a newbie to this Creative Corners YouTube channel, I will explain it briefly. If you want if you would like to get a detailed view of this game, you can refer my previous YouTube session. Okay. So in this session, you can see that in this game, okay, in this game you can see that if I just click on this flag, okay, now the cat will run after the mouse. If the cat touches the mouse, the game will be over. Okay, that's a logic behind this game. So we are trying to make this game. Okay, so before I am continuing with this game, I will explain what I am going to do here. So this is a basic game. In this game, we will try to put life. It means every game will have a life, right? I mean, if we start a game, like the life will have a value somewhere over like 4 or 3, and in this game, like if this cat touches the mouse, the life will get reduced by 1, so that the value will be 2. Then if again it will caught by the cat, the life will be again reduced to 1. Like that, when the life turns to 0, the game will be over. Okay, so we will get 3 chances to win the game, and we will try to create a scoreboard, not scoreboard, scorecard, so that we will get a detailed view of the players. The same game will be played by different players, so we'll get the detailed players name as well as the scoreboard also, means scorecard also. Okay, so by using this scorecard, we will get the detailed name of or detailed names and their respective scores like this. So like I just played it with different names like Thanzeel, Unacademy and all. So we'll have 5 players, right? So like this game is played by 5 players, and these are the set of scores that is achieved by the players like 23, 24, 29, 20 and 21. So we will try to create a scorecard, not scoreboard, it's a scorecard. Okay. So before that, I will show you how to create this game. Okay, I will explain it briefly. So before you getting onto this, you have to log into scratch.mit.edu. If you are a newbie or new to this class, just log into scratch.mit.edu and you will have an option called join scratch. Just click here and try to create a username and password. Okay, that's the first thing that you have to do here. You have to create a username and password. Okay, and the next thing is that since I have an username and password, I will log in with my username. So hippie professor, and I will enter my username and password. So we will come up with a screen like this, and I will just click on create option. I am trying to create a game. Okay. So I will explain the game briefly. If you want to get a detailed view of this game, you can refer my previous YouTube session. Okay. So as you all know, we have to get 2 characters. one is already available here, which is cat. We have to add a mouse also. So I will just click here and I will choose mouse. So we'll go with the mouse. If you feel like the size is quite large, you can reduce the size by changing the size here. Now the size of the mouse will be reduced to half. Okay. If you want to reduce the size of the cat, you can come here and change the value to 50. Okay. Now the size has been reduced. And as we all know that if you are starting to create an animation or a game or a project, we have to start with any one of the event blocks. I will start with when flag is here. So putting an event block, any one of the event block is mandatory. Okay. And the next thing is that we have to set up the initial location of these characters. So I will put the initial location of the cat as this location. So I will go to the motion block and I will drag go to X and Y. Okay. Now like towards the end of the game, the cat will be somewhere over here. Okay. So if you are starting the game again, he will come to the initial location. And you have to do the same thing for mouse also. Okay. So just drag when flag is clicked and go to the motion block and I will drag go to X and Y. Okay. So like towards the end, both the characters will meet like this each other. And if I just click on the flag again, they will go back to the initial location. Okay. And the next thing is that we want to like make movements of this cat and mouse. Okay. So I will start with the mouse here. So like the mouse has to like rotate throughout the screen until it caught by the cat. Okay. Like the mouse has to rotate until the mouse is caught by the cat. So in order to do that, just go to the control block and you have to put repeat until here. It means the code inside the repeat until block will be executed until this condition is achieved. This condition means if the cat catches the mouse. So if you go to the sensing block, we cannot find that option. So just drag this touching mouse pointer and just change it to sprite 1, which means if this mouse touches the sprite 1, which means the cat, the loop will be exited. Okay, so this loop will be functioning only or till this cat touches the mouse. So we have to put a codes inside this repeat loop. So we will start with point towards mouse pointer. Okay. Now what I am trying to do is that I am trying to control the mouse using my mouse pointer. So if I drag the mouse pointer, the mouse will follow the mouse pointer. Okay. So if I just click on the flag, you can see that now the mouse is facing the mouse pointer like this, right? If I am rotating the mouse pointer, the mouse is looking towards the mouse pointer. And if we want to make the movements of the mouse, we have to go to the motion block and try to drag move 10 steps. Okay, if you want, you can reduce. Okay, if you want, you can reduce or like increase a number here. If I just click on the flag, you can see that now the mouse will run like this. Okay, so we can make movements of mouse using this one. Okay, and like that, you have to do the same thing for cat also. Okay, like we have to go to the control block and drag repeat until block, and here we have to put the condition where the cat touches the mouse. Okay, so just go to the sensing block, drag touching mouse pointer, and I will change it to mouse. And here what I am going to do is that now the mouse in the previous case we were controlling the mouse using mouse pointer. Here we are controlling the cat by the movement of mouse. So wherever the mouse is moving, the cat will follow the mouse like this. You can see that now the cat is looking towards the mouse. So if he is going through here, he will look like this. Okay, and if you want to have the movement, you can go to the motion block and try to drag move 10 steps, and it's better to reduce the speed here. Okay, otherwise the game will finish very quickly. Yeah, now you can see that now the cat is going after the mouse like this. Okay, right. And if you caught by the cat for a single time, then the game will be over. Okay, now we'll try to add life to the game. And if you want to like make the cat looks running, you have to put the next course option. So if I just click on the fly, you can see that now you will feel like he is almost running after the mouse. Okay, that this is the basic game. So if you want to get a detailed view of this game, you can refer my previous YouTube session. Okay. And now what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to put the scoreboard. I'm trying to put a scoreboard. So in order to put a scoreboard, just go to the variable, and you will have you can have to create a new variable. So I will just click make a variable, and I will try to put score. Okay. Now I just created a scoreboard here. If I just click on the flag, now the scoreboard is not changing. Now we have to make changes to the scoreboard. So in order to do that, I will come to the mouse program, and I will put change my variable here, and I will just change it to score. So like if I just click on the flag again, you can see that now the scoreboard is keep ticking. Okay, now the scoreboard is keep changing. And if I now just check the value here 156, if I just try to play the game again, we will start from the same value. Okay, so like we should have like we want the value to be 0 whenever you are starting the game from the beginning. So in order to do that, we will set my variable to or set the score to 0. So if I start the game, he will start from 0. Okay, this is the basic game, and I know that I will explain it in a short span of time. If you want to get a detailed view, as I told you earlier, you can refer my previous YouTube session. Okay, so we will start with the today's class. Like we are trying to remix the game. Okay, so we'll start with the life first. Okay, we will try to create life to the game. Okay, so in order to create life, as we all know that we have to do the same thing. What we did in the what we did to create the scoreboard. So just go to the make a variable and create a variable called life. So now I just created a life here. So now you can say that now the value of the life is 0. Okay. So as we all know that whenever you are starting a game, the life value should be 0. It should be greater than 0. So I will start with set life to 0, and I will just change this life to 3. So whenever we are starting the game, the life value should start from 3. Okay, now the life value will start from 3. If I just click on the flag, you can see that now the life value is 3. Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to remix the game. We are going to add life to this game. Okay, so I will drag repeat until block, and this code will be executed until the life turns to 0. As we all know that initially the value of life will be 3, and towards the end of the game the life value turns to 0. So the entire code will be performed until the life value turns to 0. Okay, so we have to put the condition here. So in order to put the condition, just go to the operators and just drag this one. Okay, and just change it to 0, and you have to put the life here. So just go to the variable and drag this life, which means the entire code inside the repeat until block, I mean this repeat until block will be performed until the life turns to 0. Okay, so initially the life will be 3. After getting caught by the cat for the first time, now the life will turns to 2. Then again, if we caught by the cat, the value will change to 1, and towards the end the value will be 0. So that the game will keep repeating until the life turns to 0. So we are trying to remix with the life here, and if I just click on the flag, you can see that nothing is happening, right? Okay, so in order to do that, now this is the point here, and we have to, and after getting caught by the cat, we have to change the life. So we have to drag change life by -1, which means after getting caught by the cat for the first time, we will reduce the life value by 1. So initially the value will be 3, and if I caught by the cat, the value will be reduced by -1. Let's see. Now initially the value is 3. If I just caught by the cat, yes, actually suddenly turns to 0. The issue is that like it will not go to the initial location. So we'll set that one first. So towards the end, this is the end of the first one. So we'll try to put a motion block. I will drag this one and I will change this value to 157 and 85. Okay, and I will set a time span also. Okay, I will set the time span of 1 minute. So like it will go to this position. Okay, and put the wait for 1 second here. And you have to do the same thing for cat also. We have to put a repeat until block here also. So we'll drag repeat until. And here also we have to go to the variables and we have to set life to 3. So initially the value will be 3 and you have to put a condition here as we did in the mouse case also. We have to put a condition there. We'll go to the variables. Oh, sorry, we'll go to the operators. We'll drag this one and we'll change this value to 0 and we will go to the variables and we'll put life to 0. So this entire code will be performed until the life turns to 0. And here also we have to put the location. So I will just duplicate this one again. Okay, duplicate this code. Yes. So if I just click on the flag, you can see that, and I will change the timing also. Okay. Yes. Wait for 1 second. If I just click on the flag, you can see that. Yes. Now the scoreboard is changing. Then the value of the life is 3. If I just code by the cat. Yes. Now the life turns to 2. Okay, if I just code by the cat again, yes, yes, now 0. So when the life turns to 0, the game will be over. Okay, that's a basic of this game. If you forgot to put this wait for 1 second in both the cases, what will happen is that the game will like move suddenly. Okay, the movements will be sudden, all of a sudden. Yes, like this. Okay, like the game will be taking place all of a sudden. So in order to avoid that, you have to put wait for 1 second. Like after getting caught by the cat for the first time, then you have to wait for 1 second to start the game again. Okay, that's the use of putting wait for 1 second. I hope you understood how to do this one. Okay, let me check whether there is any comments or not. Okay, so let's continue. So this is how we used to like create life to the game, and let's try to create a backdrop also. Okay, so we'll just go to the backdrops, and I will create a backdrop. Duplicate one. So this is a backdrop 2. I will create a game over screen. Okay, like game over. Okay, this is a game over screen here. If I just click on the code, you can see that there's a game over screen. So whenever we are starting the game, we should have a backdrop one, which means playing backdrop, right? Then towards the end, which means towards the end, this is the end of the game, and you have to give backdrop switches to backdrop 2. So whenever you are caught by the cat for 3 times, the game will be over. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes, now the game is over. Like so, this is how we used to create a game over screen. And the next thing is that we are trying to put a scorecard. We will try to put a scorecard. So in order to put a scorecard, just go to the variables, and here we can see that there is a make a list option is there. Make a list. Just click here and try to make a list. Like I will type scorecard. I will try to create a scorecard. Now the scorecard will be available here. Okay, now the scorecard will be available here. So I will try to hide the scorecard whenever you are starting the game. So I will go to the event block and I will drag this when flag is clicked. So whenever you are starting the game, I don't want the scorecard to be here. Okay, so I want the scorecard towards the last part of my game or after printing the game over screen. So I will just click on drag this when flag is clicked, and I will go to the variables and I will change. Yes, there is an option to hide the scorecard. I just hided the scorecard here, and I will just drag another event block which is called when backdrop switches to backdrop 2. Like as we know that backdrop 2 means the game over screen, and if I switch the backdrop to game or screen, then we will print the, or we will show the scorecard. Okay, so whenever you are switching the backdrop, we will show the scorecard. Okay, so if I just click on the flag, the scorecard won't be there. Yes. Yes. Now we can see the scorecard here. So I will place the scorecard somewhere over here, and we want to have we would like to have the detailed view of the players here, right? So we would like to have a detailed view of players here. So in order to make that list, okay, so we'll start with this one, and we will go to this option called adding, yes, add things to the scorecard. So adding things to the scorecard. Okay, and in order to do that, I will just go to the operators. We'll have join apple and banana option is there, right? So just drag this one and just change this apple to username. Okay, so in order to get the username, just go to the sensing block. We'll have a username here. Yes, username will be here, and you have to add the scoreboard here. Okay, so we'll go to the scoreboard. Okay, if I just click on the flag, you can see that. Yes, so first time, second time, third time. Yes, now this is hippie professor. This is my username. Okay. Yes, now the score value is 61. So this is my score. I just printed my score here. So if I play the game again, you can see that now you can see that both the username are the same, right? So since I am using my profile to play this game, the username will be the same. So we will try to make some changes here. So I will just remove this one, and I will use an option called answer. I will use an option called answer, and I will ask a question also. Okay, what is your name? So whenever we are starting the game, they will ask for a username. Okay, so they will ask for a username. Okay, so we'll put a time limit like here. So whenever I click in the game or start in the game, I will take 5, or I will give 5 seconds. Okay, so this game will be executed only after 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. So we will get 5 seconds to enter. I will enter THA. Now I just got by the cat. Yes. Now you can see that the new username will be there, like THA 137. So now this is my user by the new player's name, and this is the score that is achieved by the particular user. Okay, like that we can enter new user's name, and we can print the username as well as the score that is achieved by the user. Okay, I hope you understood how to remix the game. So in the last session also I was creating a game and remixing the game. So in this session I tried to put a scorecard, and also I tried to use the life variable. We will use the life variable. So like initially the life value will be like somewhere over 3, and towards the end the value will turns to 0. If the value turns to 0, the game will be over. We will lose the game. Okay. So that's how we used to remix the game. So try to go through my previous YouTube videos also, and so that you will get a detailed and vast information about the block programming and gaming. So thanks for joining the session. See you on the next session.